Excuse me. Good morning. Today's Wednesday already? Jeez. Wednesday already. Okay. All right. It's because we had that day off on Monday. That's why. Good morning. Hello. How are you? Welcome in, everybody. I'll be in Walmart today. I'll be doing some work. You can feel free to tag along if you'd like to, and if you'd like some information on how to do what we do. But still just me. Joanna is still in Florida with the girls, so she'll be back this weekend. I'll go pick her up from the airport, one of those days. I forget which day she's actually coming home. But I've been talking to her. She's been making content. She made me laugh today with has anybody seen the kicking video? I had just woken up. I had gotten off of the phone with a whole bunch of important phone calls, and I was stressed out, and I bust out laughing when I saw her kicking video. So, she's such a dork, and she's cute, and I love her. So, yeah, go watch Joanna's content. Good morning, Norma. Good morning. So, those of you that have been here, you know the drill. Those of you that are new, if I could just get some likes and some shares here. We always take the free engagement, of course. Oh, this is a corn shirt. We always take the free engagement, the likes, the comments, the shares, the reposting Joanna's content on her TikTok page. If you have penny gifts, we do take some penny gifts if you have any to give, but this isn't the type of money-making live where we're asking for galaxies and stuff like that. Just the little guys. Just keeps the juices flowing for TikTok to push Joanna's content out to people that need to see it, because otherwise we just kind of get pushed to the back burner, and you got to play the content game. So again, penny gifts is really all we ask for. Don't need a ton of that. Otherwise, just the free engagement things. But I'll be inside of Walmart today. I'm holding down the fort. I should have two Moby projects at my disposal. Assuming that they didn't just disappear. And I'm turning my phone on Do Not Disturb because I'm getting spammed, because everybody waits for me to go live to try to get in contact with me, including all of my apps, not just the people in my life. Yeah, so that can happen, Heather. It depends on which apps you're doing, but at the same time, like there's gating mechanisms to prevent the same people from hogging everything. There's definitely some things built into the apps to do that. But yeah, there's going to be ebbs and flows. You're going to, there are going to be busier times and slower times as well. Yeah, awesome, Mayra. That's a great to hear. So once we get to 5,000 likes, I'll get my butt inside of Walmart. Transitioning from the car to the Wi-Fi might be a little choppy, so just give me a second to get on the Wi-Fi once I get inside of Walmart. And I should have two projects to do. One of them I've seen but never done before. One I've done about 1,000 times. So you're going to see it done. No, I've got two field agents. I mean, oh my God. I just read field agent and said field agent. I have two Moby projects. And I'll be answering questions intermittently if you guys want to know more about this type of stuff. Anybody can do what we do. It doesn't cost you anything. I'll go through the whole spiel in a little bit. There's 5,000 links, though. Okay. So, yep, the code's already down there for you guys. Those of you that want to try Moby, that'll get you $3 on us when you try the app and do your first project. So, I'm AJ. I'm not Joanna Lynn Official. If you guys want to know what we do here, I'm not just some random. That's my wife. I'm her husband. And we teach people how to make money, save money, and get cash back here on TikTok for free on your phone. There's no book or course with us. You're not hawking products. You're not on social media. You're not doing letters. No MLMs, no pyramid schemes, nothing like that. We've just found a collection of apps that can help you in your financial endeavors. Anything that you guys want to use here, all you got to do is go to the profile and click the link in that bio, or you can go to joannalynnofficial.com, just like it's spelled up here, joannalynnofficial.com. There's a link to all the apps and services that we recommend. Some of them are for making money. Some of them is for saving money on everyday purchases. Some of it's just for like poking around on your phone, doing random stuff in your spare time. It's all useful. It's all free, and you don't need to use everything. Just grab some that you're interested in. Then bring yourself back to the profile. We've got pinned videos in the Side Hustle playlist. We have pin videos and a side hustle playlist on the TikTok page to get some more general information about what we do. And then come and say hi, because we go live at least once a day, if not twice a day, to show you how these work, to answer questions, to give you confidence, to put the proof in the pudding, so to speak. So that's what I'm about to do right now. I'm about to go inside of Walmart, do 2 really quick projects inside the store that I was already driving by. I've got other stuff I've got to do today, but this was kind of on my way, so I pulled a little detour here because I've got some friendly parking lot service out here. You did your first Yeti coolers. Nice. Very nice. Good morning, Shara Lee. And yeah, so we're going to go inside right now. So I've got my phone here. I'm going to start. Each of these are $4 projects. You're going to see these are beyond easy. The first one I'm going to start with is the Smell Well mission. I've never done this one. This is a brand new one. I've seen it around, but I haven't done it yet. So you're going to see what I'm doing step by step inside the store. Just give me a second to get across the parking lot, and I'll start this mission, and I'll be answering questions before, during, and after, okay? Cool, we're already halfway to the live goal too, by the way. I'll throw another one up there. Again, it's just the cheap gifts. I don't need your, I don't need your money-making gifts. That's not what these are for. You keep your galaxies and your yeehaws and all that stuff. Yeah, so I'm actually going to do, that's the second one I'm going to do, Madison. So if you want to make sure you did it right, watch me. So I'm going to be using Moby. All right, so I'm going to go inside. Ready? Here we go. All right. I didn't put the microphones in. I'm debating whether I should do that. You know what? I am going to do it. I'm just going to put the mic in. All right, so I'm going to put you right there. I'm going to put you right there. Let me get the microphones out of my thing here. So just when I plug in this mic, make sure that you tell me that you can still hear me. Because sometimes when I start the live without the mic and then I plug it in, TikTok has a fit and then it doesn't show, the audio doesn't kick in. So let me know that you can still hear me in 3, 2, oops, that's not on. Try that again. Hey, thanks for the live goal. Cool. I'll put another one up there again, just a small one. So let me know if you guys can hear me after this in 3, 2, 1. Okay, putting that away. Okay, now if you can still hear me, just hit me with a 10-4 good buddy, and we'll get working. Cool, 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 10-4. Cool. Yeah, somebody understood the assignment. 10-4, good buddy. All right. So I'm going to go inside the store and get on the Wi-Fi. So just know that while I'm doing these projects, obviously I need to pay attention to my job. I need to do my job properly. So I'll be, not working in silence. I'll be giving you general information about what I'm doing. But because I've never done this project, I'm going to need to pay a bit more attention. I'll be answering questions between the projects that I'm doing as well. And mods can also answer questions for you in the meantime. Also, we have some regulars that just come in here a lot, and they're pretty knowledgeable as well. So just pay attention if you're asking questions to see if somebody answers it for you, or you can just wait for me because I can do that too. All right, stand by, getting on the Wi-Fi. It's me disconnecting the questions to see if somebody answers it for you, or you can just wait for me because I can do that too. All right, stand by, getting on the Wi-Fi. It's me disconnecting, not you. Okay. All right. We're on, we're back, we're connected. So I need to be on the store's Wi-Fi just because I'm streaming to you guys. If you guys have enough service without being on the Wi-Fi, you don't need to. Just make sure you have a decent amount of service. Even just 1 bar is going to be enough in most cases. But I'm going to get this phone on the Wi-Fi. Oh, it is on the Wi-Fi. It's just taking forever. I need a new phone so bad, you guys. I'm at the point where it's a dire need, but I don't want to spend the money on it. I just don't. But I've had this phone for a long time. So I'm gonna flip my phone around and show you what I'm working with in just a moment. Jack, that's Joanna's my wife. She's in Florida for the week. I'm holding down the fort while she's gone. All right, so I'm gonna start off with the smell well mission. So I'm assuming I got to go to the car stuff because these ones are available in AutoZone and stuff. So I'm going to click this project again. The app that I'm using right here is Moby. You can get it from the link in the profile up here. There's a few of these that you can use, but this is the one I'm going to be demoing 2 projects on today. Let's start with the smell well. So 5 to 10 minutes, 1 to 4 photos, 3 to 9 questions. Locate the vehicle air freshener section. So every project that we do, you're going to see when I start, I think I might need to refresh my app because I opened it beforehand. You better not be a jerk. You better give this to me. Let's try that again. Let's try this project again. Sometimes the pin can be off. Why is it doing this? Where's the pin? This is where I am. That's the problem. That sucks. So that's actually where the pin is up there. I need to grab it from there before I can come here. That's a small issue that I can report to them right now, actually. Pin location issue. Too far from store. To pick up from parking lot. So I might be able to sneak over and grab this one again. We'll go from there, but I do have another one to do from here if it doesn't give it to me one more time. Yeah, okay. So hopefully this won't do the same thing with this one because this is the same pin. If I got to get over there, I will go over there. All right. Pain in the butt. All right, how far up the hill is this? All right, so it's marked there, across from the. All right, I guess I'm gonna assess it. I guess I'm gonna figure out how it's gonna work. So again, if this happens to you, sometimes their pins are just in the wrong spot. So you just got to find out where the pin is. You go in the general area of that pin, and you should be good. But I just don't know how I'm gonna do that right now. That's my only question here. You shouldn't see a black screen. If you do, go back and come back in. Yeah, 100 points on this app is $1. So these are $4 projects. These are really simple. Also the other thing that sucks is I have to do this twice. I have to go get this project twice because it's not going to give it. I can only take one of these at a time, so I got to grab those twice. That's interesting because I've done plenty of work at this location before and I haven't had this issue. So this must be something new. All right, so let's see. I'm gonna figure out how to diagnose this. I'm gonna see how far I can go down to see if I can get it to trigger and I can come back in the store and start it. But this is just a technical thing that you most likely won't have to experience when you're doing these. But I'm going to get off the Wi-Fi. I'm going to start walking that way, see if I can just get it to trip, and then we'll go from there. All right. Is Walmart set? So not really. So I guess I can give you the intro while I'm walking. So if you guys don't know what we do here, we are freelance merchandisers. So the merchandising umbrella encompasses quite a few things. It's going to be some, checking on products for companies. Some of it's going to be like mystery shop, secret shop, product review, buy and try type things. There's a lot of different types of projects that fall under that umbrella, but that's what we do. This makes great side work because it's totally dependent on your time and your schedule. You can do as much or as little as you want, and it doesn't cost anything to use. So if you already have other jobs or other responsibilities that you're responsible for, then guess what, guys? I got it. See, I didn't need to go all the way down. I walked across the parking lot. That's all I had to do. All right, I'm gonna flip this around so you can see what I'm doing. So again, just a minor inconvenience. They just have the pin in the wrong location. I filed a report on it. They'll eventually fix that. But we're gonna be doing this Moby project. So you probably can't see just because it's dark out here. So I'm gonna go back in the store and I'll get it to trip. I'll get it to start. But we're going to be looking for the vehicle air fresheners. So I'm going to see if they have this specific brand. It says California Scents on it. So I'm actually going to go to where the car care products are. Those are usually in the back of the store at Walmart. And every project that I do, you guys can see there's always an instruction page, and I just follow what the app tells me to do step by step, and I get paid to do this. Okay? So it's going to be a bit cumbersome because after I do this job, I got to come back outside and grab the project and go back inside. So I'm going to go on and off the Wi-Fi a few times. Sorry for the inconvenience, but that's what I got to do today. Onto the Wi-Fi one more time. That's what I got to do today. Onto the Wi-Fi one more time. All right. Hey, what's up, Wicked? Okay, take two. So as I said, we're doing 2 Moby projects inside of this Walmart. So I'm gonna start off with the smell well. This is the first time I've done a smell well. I've seen them around, but I haven't picked one up yet. Happened to find one at Walmart. These missions are also available at like AutoZone and O'Reilly's and other auto care centers. So, in this mission, you'll be looking for the vehicle air freshener section, count the number of facings for 2 products, and capture a few photos. So it's going to show you generally what you're going to be looking for in a sample photo. I'm going to go find the freshener section, which auto care on that sign is down in this corner. No, you can have separate accounts, Sandy. So I have one, Joanna has one. There's nothing stopping people from, like one account per household. Anybody can do this. You work for yourself. You're an independent contractor. And I can answer any questions that you guys have. Once I'm finished with this project, then I've got another one to do after. So, looking for the air fresheners. Air fresheners. Also, if you're ever unsure, you can ask people that work here. But this one is technically considered a mystery shop, secret shop. Okay. Looking for the fresheners. That's not it. That's not it. This is cleaning stuff. I'll find it. It's oil change stuff. I'm gonna poke around here. Oh, here they are. All right. Here's the section. Okay. So I'm going to zoom it out as much as I can and take a photo of the entire section. I'm going to retake that one just because that was a little zoomed out. You're good. You're good. Thank you. I'm going to use it, and then it's going to tell me what the next step is. So they are looking for they don't want to see the canned, clip, or the gel brand of the California. They want to see these ones. So I got to look for that brand specifically and see if it's in stock. All right. So I see those Californias. Those. I don't see the one that it's asking about. I'll keep looking though. You're good. All right, let's see. We got Little Trees. We've got Refresh. We've got Axe. We've got Unstoppables, Febreze, California Scents down here too. So I'm looking for the Coronado Cherry. So I see that flavor, but they said they don't want, what is it? They don't want the clips. That's what that is, I think. That's the clips. What I'm looking for looks like it's supposed to be just like this, which is probably going to be this style of air freshener, the tree style. There's another one of those, but I don't see that one. California Scents there. Nope. And I can also check the price tags too. This one looks to be out of stock. That does say cherry, but that's most likely going to be this thing. Those are clips. Okay, so I'm going to say no, it's not here. Is the Paradise brand. What's this? Paradise. Let's see if this one's here. Yeah, so here's the cans that they don't want. Look, I'm finding all the things that they don't want. Good on me. All right, here's the paradise ones. That's what I'm looking for here. So yes, the organics are present. Super organic. And if they're here, how many total empty facings of the pran one are there? So there is 0. There are 0 that are empty. So a facing is just a row of products. Usually it asks how many rows of product per flavor there are, but this one's just asking if there's 4 facings of all these, how many are empty of them? None of them are empty. And it'll probably ask for a picture. What is the price of one of them? $2.88. They always want the retail price. Oops, $2.88. Capture a close-up of the price tag for these. And on this one, I'm gonna take a picture just like that. I'm gonna retake that. Okay. Capture a photo of the Paradise brand within the section, including adjacent products. So this is gonna be more of like a bearing photo. They wanna see how they're laid out in reference to, you know, where else other competitor products are. Next, so if I had any issues with this project, I would report them here. But obviously, the one that I was looking for, they just didn't have the exact one that I was looking for. It's just those are the clips, the cans, all those they weren't looking for. So I would have done the same thing that I just did with that one if I had found it. But not every store is going to carry everything that you're looking for, and they need to know that stuff. So any comments, questions, concerns, I could enter here in the yes, but I didn't have any issues. This was an easy project, so I clicked no. Here's all the pictures I took and the answers I gave. I took my time with that one just because I've never done that one before, let alone at a Walmart. So that one was very simple, and that was like a $4 project. So I bet you I could get that done next time in about 30 seconds. Now that I know it's legitimately like 5 questions. So that was a $4 project. It also gave me a small bonus for traveling here and for doing a mission at this location. There's a whole achievement system to this app too, but this is just one of the 3 merchandising apps that we use on a regular basis inside of stores to get paid by the job to check on products for companies. So what I used is Moby. The 3 that we use are all available in the profile: Survey Merchandiser, Field Agent, and Moby. You get paid by the job to do this. So I'm not on the clock. I don't work for Walmart, and I don't work for whoever California Sense is. We're just third parties, and these contracts get commissioned all the time. We can accept and decline projects as we please. I can learn on the job. I don't need any specialized training or experience. I just need to be able to follow directions. You guys saw what I was working with. I have a directive. I need to do what I'm supposed to do, and they pay me by the job to do this. So I did say I have to go back out, so just know I have to go outside again, get off the Wi-Fi, grab that project from the back of the store, and then I'll come back into the store. So again, kind of an annoying live today, but that's what I have to do so you guys can see what I'm doing start to finish. But if you want to see that again, I'll do it again. I just got a different project to do. I have to do so you guys can see what I'm doing start to finish. But if you want to see that again, I'll do it again. I just got a different. All right. Yes, so that was the Moby app. Survey Merchandiser, Field Agent, and Moby are all separate apps, and it's going to be very similar work across all 3, but your job is to check on brands for companies. You're basically like, so the Moby one is essentially a mystery shopper, secret shopper. I'm not giving the stores bad grades or anything. It's almost strictly about the products. But these projects, you're allowed to use all 3 apps simultaneously. These projects pay anywhere from $5 to $25 a piece on average. These 2 or 4, and you guys see that a lot of these projects are very simple to do, especially once you're no longer new and you don't have to take your time. You're going to be able to just do this whenever you have time. You can do as much or as little as you want. They can be as few as 30 seconds. They can be upwards of 20, 30, 40 minutes, depending on your project and depending on your experience and depending on what stores you're doing them in. But we work in a lot of different stores. It's Target, it's Walmart, because those are everywhere and sell everything. We also do a lot of work with food and beverage products, so it's a lot of your regional grocery stores. Up here in the Northeast, we've got Stop and Shop, ShopRite, Price Chopper, Whole Foods. There's some mom and pop places. Those are fewer and further between. We also work in the wholesalers, Costco, BJ, Sam's Club. We also do work in pharmacies, gas stations, hardware stores, basically anywhere products are sold. And we just grab these projects and do little one-off projects and get paid. It's really easy. So once you submit a project like I just did, they have 6 days to approve it. Doesn't always take that long, that's just their policy. Once you have available funds, you can cash out at any time. Mobi that I used, this one pays in gift cards that are digital through your email. The other two, Serve Merchandiser and Field Agent, those are both direct deposit. So you just need a bank account of choice. Getting back on the Wi-Fi. Yes, that's true. You do get Amazon. Absolutely, you get. All right. So before I start this next one, I'm just going to answer a few more specific questions if you guys have any more, because obviously I said I would. Yeah. So again, 6 days is just a guideline. Some of these projects, some of these companies will be able to turn your projects around faster. I've definitely been paid same day on occasion, but it's not something I count on. I just give them a few days, especially if this just becomes a regular part of your day. If you just got if you do a couple of jobs a day and you keep getting approved, you're going to have a steady trickle of cash just flowing into your accounts that you can cash out at any time. The minimum to withdraw is $5. And again, all you have to do is follow directions. So Survey Merchandiser is going to be the more in-depth app of these three, just because there's more associated with what you're doing. Those are definitely more of like brand ambassador things where you're more visible, more working with the store. You're there on behalf of a specific brand, and you're gonna, relay information to them on behalf of that brand, or maybe you're gonna problem solve some things. You might do some stocking. You might talk to the manager. You might put coupons on things. You might build cardboard displays, but it's very basic retail things that anybody that's worked retail before can do. It'll just tell you step by step what you have to do. You can preview all of that before you ever get there, and I'll show you what these apps look like and explain more if you guys have other questions. Yes, Mobi only pays in gift cards. The other two have direct deposit availability. Field Agent also gives you PayPal availability, and Survey Merchandiser also gives you the option to earn on a prepaid debit card if you'd rather do that. Yeah, exactly, Janice. So again, that's why I say Field Agent may be our favorite one to recommend to new people, because it's just our preferred platform. That's not to say that you can't learn on the other apps. Yes, Mobi on average is a bit more picky with their photos. It's just part of what we do. If you get one kicked back, it's okay. You're not going to get fired. You work for yourself. You may make a mistake. You may not get paid for the thing that you did, but these jobs are all very simple, and you can learn from your mistakes, get better at it. The more you do, the better opportunities that show up. And you can work faster too with the more that you're comfortable. No, so I can't repeat that in the same store here, but I do have another project in the same store. This is the Eagle Eye mission. And so it's the front end register audits. On Mobi, if you're considering doing Mobi, get comfortable with these because the name of them changes from time to time throughout the year, but it's always an ever-present job here because depending on how much you know about retail, the reason there's so much crap stuff at the registers is because that's where your plus ones are made. That's where your loss leaders are. That's where you have people grabbing things that they know they don't need, but they're right there. They don't have to think about it. They just reach out and put it on the conveyor belt. It helps their sales numbers and things. So they want to know that brands are properly stocked and displayed in those spots, because you have a very small window when it comes to getting people to buy things that they didn't show up at the store to buy for. So that's why this project specifically comes up a lot. But in general, like retail psychology is very much a big thing. It's kind of like real estate. It's all about location, location, location. Just think of it this way. If you owned Hershey, if you owned, I don't know, if you sold like Woman's Life magazine, I'm just looking at things that are at the register. If you sold Flamin' Hot Cheetos, whatever, if it's your product and you're paying a store to market it properly, you want to make sure you're getting your money's worth. You want to make sure that your product is in the agreed upon spot for the agreed upon price, even down to its position on the shelf, to how much space of the shelf it takes up, to the promotional sales, prices, coupons, anything like that. If you paid for additional signage, you want to make sure that the stores are just doing the legwork on that stuff. Once your product leaves the distribution center, it's on the store to take care of it. So that's what our job is. We make sure, hey, that these brands are satisfied when I leave the store, to make sure that their product is where it's supposed to be. Yes, absolutely. So I do have another project to do. I'm going to do the Eagle Eye mission here. So this one I've done 1,000 of. I'm going to go pretty fast to show you that they're very simple, but you can take your time.
Just know this one, I like doing these at Walmart specifically because there's always tons of employees at Walmart. And the number one question we get is, don't people say anything? And I can almost guarantee you, no one's gonna say boo to us because I'm just gonna walk in, do my job, and get out. Look busy, look like you belong. I mean, me in the phone, like, I'm walking around with 2 phones. You got you in my left hand and I got my phone in my right hand. If somebody does say something, I'll just say I'm doing a merchandising project or whatever. But these are not the end of the world if somebody starts asking you questions. Like, you'll still get credit. Just do as much as you can, do as much project as you can, and it gets easier the more you do it. Yeah, I'm on Moby right now. That's right, Thurston, you were telling me in the Discord that you did get the diaper job. Yeah, so again, like I said, the merchandising has a large umbrella of what we do for brands inside of stores. Some of this does fall under product review and buy and tries and stuff. If you guys are interested in doing that, there's a decent amount that show up from time to time. You can get free products on just about anything you can think of. We've gotten like mosquito repellent things, free foods all the time. We just did the 6-inch Subway sandwich. We got the free 6-inch at by auditing basically the service of them making the sandwich. We do that at a whole bunch of different restaurants too. Thurston got diapers. There's stuff live now for like organic cat food, and there's things for like a children's toy that uses AI. There's a whole bunch of stuff. You never know what shows up. Just keep your eyes peeled on those if you guys are interested in doing the buy and try stuff. You're always reimbursed with whatever money that you put out, plus you get paid to do the project on top of that, and you get to keep the product for free no matter what. Yeah, so Liz, we're very upfront and honest about that. We do have referral links. When you guys click our links, we do get paid. That's how we keep this platform going. It does a number of different things for us, though. Number one, it's how we keep all this information free. We've been on TikTok for 3 years. To this day, we still don't have to charge for a book or a course. These apps are free for anybody to use in their spare time without paying us a dime. We don't need your money. You can do all that stuff on your own without paying anybody anything. Just be patient, be diligent, be courageous, and you can get these working yourself. Also, you know, we do run a business on here. Not only do we go live one to 2 times a day on TikTok, but we have employees that we have to pay. We do have a small team, but we pay them a living wage. We go on business trips. We, you know, have to keep the lights on business-wise. And so when you guys click those things, of course, it helps our business. But again, as long as we can keep doing what we do for free, that's what we're going to keep doing. And you guys can use referral links too. It's just a basic referral link that anybody can have. Nobody's like being signed up under anybody. That's not what we do here. Yeah, that's awesome, Boss Lady. You can absolutely do that. And again, this is totally flexible to your time and your schedule. If you guys want to just try this, but you're nervous, ain't nobody telling you to quit your job tomorrow. You can do this when you have time, on your way to or from work, when you have days off. Just learn, practice, get your bearings, dip your toes in the water, understand like what you're doing. You don't have to throw yourself into this. Just try 1, try 2, follow the instructions, give yourself room to fail, and get those first few successes. When you actually see the money hit, you're like, okay, so this is just, I do the job, I do it right, I get paid. And you start to get more confident, you'll be able to move quicker, you'll be able to be more decisive, and you'll be able to handle more difficult projects that pay higher. They often offer things like travel pay and bonus pay. A lot of that stuff comes after you've been doing this for a little while. But yeah, that's all down the road. You have been doing survey part-time for a year now and made an extra $20,000. Right, so again, like people say all the time, there's no way you make full-time income. There's just no way on $4 a project. Yes, there is a way, and I'll tell you how. So remember, we're not being paid $4 an hour. We're getting paid $4 a job, like for these I'm talking about. Again, you're usually between $5 and $25 pretty reasonably. And you're getting paid by the project, which means if a project that you know like the back of your hand takes you 5 minutes instead of 55 minutes, you're done. You did it right, you move on to the next spot. So it becomes, how quickly can you cover ground? We're not paid on performance, but generally speaking, if you can work quickly, you're going to make more money. So if we are just going off the base pay scale, let's just say $5 a project, $6 a project. Once you get to a position where you can complete a mid-size audit in about 15 minutes, that means you only need to do 4 projects in an hour, including travel time, to clear $24 an hour. And that's your baseline. That's like everything else sucked today, I still made $24 an hour. Most of your projects you're collecting are not $5 and $6. There's gonna be a lot higher. There's gonna be travel pay and bonus pay entailed. We're usually floating in the $30 plus territory, just because that's the speed at which we can work. Is every day gonna be the exact same? No. We just take whatever contracts are available. We travel where the work is, so we're more willing to travel some days than others, but we also have the flexibility to mess with the stuff, to bend it to our schedule. So yeah, that's kind of how this stuff works. So some of what we do is surveys. That's more of a residual thing. Surveys and games and stuff, it's never going to replace an income, just straight up. That's not how it's built. It's not sustainable that way, but it is nice passive stuff that you can just do intermittently. We do have quite a bit of that on the profile if you guys want to try that stuff out. There's a whole section in the link in the bio for gaming and surveys, things like cash gigs, swag bucks, inbox dollars, free cash, missed play, rewarded play, and the survey apps are going to be Survey Junkie and Ipsos. I say there's going to be a decent blend with all of them, and that's just stuff that anybody can do from anywhere. All you need is a phone and internet, and you can just poke around, play games here and there, get some reasonable payouts, fill out surveys, get some reasonable payouts. The merchandising stuff is what we do inside the store when we're live, because people like to see it done live. They like to see that it actually works, and we're out here every day, man. We're out here every day making money. It's just as easy as downloading the apps, creating accounts, opening them up, and finding work in your area. You are free to accept and decline. Nobody's going to send a stack of 5,000 jobs that you have to complete. There's no quota. There's no cap on what we make. I got offered to do 23 stores 2 hours away with travel and a hotel bonus of $800. Yeah. So again, everybody's going to have different offers in their area. It really just depends. The board projects where they pay hotel bonus, those are fewer and farther between. But when that stuff shows up, yes, there's no limit to what you can make. We are independent contractors, so it just depends on what projects are available in our area, how much we can work, what you can negotiate. That's a skill that you develop over time as well. You know, it's going to be hard to demand that day 1 or day 5 or day 6, but put in the time, learn the work. They pay attention to who does a lot of work, and they'll start to reach out to you directly if they have stuff, because they have deadlines that they have to meet too. And that's just, you know, when they're reaching out to you, sometimes there's a bit of wiggle room and stuff like that. For sure, yeah. So most of what we do is US based. So if you're not in the US, it's probably not going to work for you. There is some availability in Canada, and there are some exceptions depending on the app for other countries in the world, but we don't have anything that's international right now. We're looking, but we can only use what works for us, and I live in the States. So, yeah, and that's the other thing too, is that this doesn't need to replace an income. It certainly can. It has the earning potential too. But you can also just use this supplemental. You can just use this in addition to other gig work that you do. If you already do Uber, Instacart, DoorDash, if you want to just do this while you run errands, while you run groceries, while you hit to or from work, you can just maximize what you're making in a day just by opening up the apps before you leave and go complete a few projects. This does not need to be 40, 50, 60 hours for you. You can just pop in, pop out whenever you freaking feel like it, and just earn some extra cash, tuck it away for birthdays, holidays, vacations, if you want to work yourself out of debt. It's just income. So it's all on the books. It's all taxable. We file 1099s just like anybody else that's self-employed. And we just keep track of what we earn. We pay our taxes just like everybody else. And it's just income. I do survey merchandiser part-time, saved extra dollars. I have made about $2,000 so far. Very nice. Very nice. So yeah, if anybody came in late, I'm a freelance merchandiser. Joanna and I show you guys how to do this on TikTok. No book, no course, nothing to buy or sell. Is there no sound? Or is that just one person that said no sound? Okay, making sure. I'm just making sure. But no book or course, nothing to buy or sell. All the apps are in the profile. They're all free to use. Grab some, come back and watch the pinned videos on Joanna's page, as well as the Side Hustle playlist, and then come say hi, because we go live like this every day, if not twice a day. And I do have another project to show you guys if you missed what I did the first one. So I'm in Walmart today. You guys can clearly see it's Walmart. I'm using Mobi app today. That's in the profile as well. The first project I did was called Smell Well. All I had to do was go look for a couple of air fresheners in the auto care section. You know, like the Christmas trees that you hang from the rear view mirror. I had to go find 2 brands of those, provide pictures of what there was there, and I got paid $4 for that. I'm gonna get another $4 for showing them the products that are at the registers here. So if you guys are ready, let's go. So yes and no, Amy, it depends on the app. Mobi projects are first come, first serve. You can't reserve those ahead of time. However, Field Agent and Survey Merchandiser, you can. Standard non-route entailed jobs on Survey Merchandiser are going to be 6 hours. So that just means from when you grab it, anytime between now and 6 hours from now, you can get your job done. So you have a pretty big window to get that stuff done. The more you take with them too, you can also start to extend that over multiple days, sometimes even multiple weeks. It just depends on what's entailed in your route. But yes, you have the ability to schedule these things out, and it's not just immediately, I have work, go work. That's kind of how Mobi works. And we like to use this one in addition to what we do, just because it's not quite as flexible. You kind of got to get to the jobs before they disappear. So if you just work Mobi, there's no guarantee that your projects are going to be there. Just know that. That's just how it's designed. But we can juggle all the apps as well. There are other ones out there that we're trying to bring to the platform, but Survey Merchandiser, Field Agent, and Mobi have been staples here for many years. I don't have any field agents to do today, but when I find them, obviously, I like to show them. We try to give a decent variety of what we find. So there's oldie but a goodie, like this one here for the front end audits. But like the smell one, I've never done that one, let alone on live. So I was just taking my time with that one because that's brand new this year. Contracts drop all the time too. So if you open up and you see there's nothing in your area, it's just something that takes a little bit of checking back. We're in the beginning of the month, so there's definitely going to be, on some of these apps, higher volumes compared to some other places. Your location is going to play into it, but on the whole, just check back pretty frequently. Yeah. So my errors, you can use all the stuff that we do for income. It's self-employed. The apps in the profile can help you do that. So I'm going to do this one now. I'm going to stop yapping, and I'll keep answering questions as well. After I do the project. Just pay attention to the mods. The mods can answer stuff for you too. So, did my phone, okay, I thought it froze. So this is my letter of authorization. I should not need this. I've never needed this for when I do these projects, but just know it is starting to be provided with some Mobi projects. If somebody asks you what you're doing there, you do have a letter of authorization. But what I'm gonna do is the front end audit for candy and stuff. So, it's going to tell me what I'm looking for. Again, you can take your time and read all these directions. I'm going to go to the traditional checkout first, and then I'm going to go to self-checkout. If self-checkout has a queue line, which this one does not. This one does not, but there are 2 self-checkout locations. And then I'm going to answer questions about the candy and the snacks that are at the register. Sorry, it's very glary. So I'm going to click OK. And it tells me what I'm going to be looking for. So there's 3 quadrants I got to get photos of. So the register side, above the conveyor belt, and across from the register. And it's going to tell me step by step what they're looking for as I'm doing this, okay? So here we go. I just got to decide where I'm going. I'll go right there. Okay, so does this store have traditional checkout? Why, yes, it does. How many traditional checkouts are there? So it's from 1 to 6 because both sides have self-checkout on them. So the answer is 6. How many traditional checkouts are open? It appears that there's only, there's 3. There's 3 open. 1, 2, and 3 are all open. How many traditional checkouts have candy? Reasonably easy to assume that all 6 of them do because they're all set up exactly the same. So here come my quadrant photos. So it's going to be the register side right here. So they want to see all of the product that's here. This is a very large section compared to what I'm used to, by the way. Usually it's just the pegboard and 1 section of shelves and then the register begins. This is actually 2 sections of shelves and then the register begins. So they can obviously see that. That's why I'm providing this context. And so this is the register side. Now across the register is going to be these products here. And then above the conveyor belt right here. Okay, so this is a different layout than what I'm used to seeing, but again, I'm still gonna be able to do my job here. So I'm gonna check off the products as I find them. Also, it helps to go to a closed down one so that I'm not in the way of anybody, but you can reasonably do it in an open one. So, do you see any Orbit gum? Why, yes I do. Check off Orbit. Do I see 5? Yes, check off 5. How about extra? M&Ms. We've got, I'm blind. There we go, M&Ms. M&Ms, Twix, and Snickers. Those are usually all clumped in the same spot. Any Skittles. This one's hit or miss, depends on location. Not everywhere is required to have them. I'm gonna see, there's Skittles right there. Skittles is their Starburst. This one I almost never see, but every once in a while I will find some Starburst. But the answer is no Starburst. But there is other brands of gum, chocolate, fruity candies, and salty snacks. Next. Now, where is the gum? The gum is actually in 2 locations. It's at register side and it's above the conveyor belt. Because this I'm gonna call all one unit. Oops, above the conveyor belt is what I meant to say. Next. Now, where is the chocolate? That is just register side. There's nothing across. Oh, actually there is some across. No, there's not. Okay. And then where's the fruity candy? That's going to be on register side as well. Again, this is an atypical display, so I'm just making notes of it. And then where's the salty snacks? The salty snacks are going to be register side because there's jerky here, and there's also a bunch of chips right here, so it's across from the register as well. I actually need to add above the conveyor, across from the register for fruity candies too, because those are here. And for the chocolate, that's register side. Okay, so you can go back and change stuff as you need to. Come on. I just did this, the salty snacks. It's register side. And across from the register. All right, and then it's well organized, easy to navigate, basic stuff like that. Now I'm gonna do the same thing that I just did, but I'm gonna say that there's 2 self-checkout locations. So I'm gonna go to the first one. Does it have a self-checkout line? And I'm pretty sure the answer is no. Obviously, you know what I mean if I say self-checkout line, just because there's going to be a rope barrier. Okay. So there's no line, no queue line anyway. So I'm just going to get into the self-checkout and take a picture of the terminal, including the register and all of the product that's on it. Most representative, I'm going to go right here. Oops, I gotta retake that one. I'll go over here. I'll go right here. So again, I'm getting the whole terminal plus all the candy that's there. And same thing I just did. It is at the register within reach. This is a permanent fixture here. And what products do you see? I see 5, I see extra. No Orbit, I see M&Ms, Twix, and Snickers. No Skittles, no Starburst, no Altoids, that's a different question, but then brands of other types of things. There's also chips at the bottom for salty snacks. How many self-checkouts are in this area? So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 of them at this location. How many of them have permanent fixtures? It's gonna be all 10. And all of them have candy. Okay, so this is a Valley display. A bullpen, sorry. This is a bullpen display. All right. So the only difference with the bullpen is that it's just how it's laid out. So all I need to do is just grab 2 photos of the self-checkout area and I'll be good to go here. So there's one and I'll just grab it for, oops, I can't go out that way. Dang it, I can't go out this way. And I'll just grab a shot from another angle and then I'm done. And I just gotta go do it to the same thing to the other side. Yep. And there we go. Now to the other self-checkout. There's no queue line there either, so I say no queue line present. If there was a queue line, you would literally just do the same thing that I just did in both of these sections for the queue line that's there, but they didn't have any. All right. And I'm going to self-checkout and do the same thing that I just did. By the way, I just passed a cluster of like 7 store managers. So, when you ask, like, is this an issue? No, it's not. You just look like you belong. You have a job to do. All right. So going over to the self-checkout terminal. I'm just gonna wait my turn. Let's see what else we got. Yeah, you do your best, Stevie, but you know, it's kind of understood that we're sharing the aisle here. You can't make everybody move. It just happens. It's part of it. If you want to go ahead, you can. Yeah, of course. All right. I'm just gonna wait for my next spot, and we'll keep going. But this is gonna be it. So, here's the whole terminal right there, right next to it. So, same thing. Within reach, it's all the same products because I already did this. Oh, there are Altoids here though, look at that. So always make sure you check because sometimes things do change, but there's extra and there's 5, but no Orbit. Okay, other brands of those. And in this section, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 of them. Okay, and all 6 of them here. All 6 of them have permanent fixtures. This is a bullpen just like the other one. And then got shot here and shot here. That's it. Now all I have to do is take a photo of the, like the main, why is this not opening? Okay, I guess we're just gonna go like this now. So now they just want the main aisle here. So they understand you can't take a photo of the entire spot right here, but I'm just gonna grab a shot like this, kind of high, showing them the entire front of the building. And then of course, last question, all I have to do is go out the front door and take a picture of the front of the store, just so that I am where I say that I am, so that I'm not pretending to do these projects. So that was it. So the only reason that one took longer is because there were 2 self-checkout sections. Usually that's not the case. That usually doesn't happen in our locations anyway, but you know, you're gonna run into different things. This was a very atypical setup. So I'm gonna get off the Wi-Fi, get back to the car, so stand by. I gotta take my photo of the All right. Now see, if I was smart, I would have, you know, actually gone through all of those checkout lanes and gotten myself a drink because I forgot to get myself a drink. That would have been nice, but I'll just take a picture of the front of the store. Okay, so front of the store is gonna be right here. Try to get the logo in the store whenever you can. Obviously, Walmart's pretty basic. Everybody knows it's a Walmart, what it looks like. So that's it. Any comments, questions, concerns, I could report that there. But that was it. Pictures I took, answers I gave. Another $4 in the bank. Really easy project, especially since I found 2 projects in the same store. A lot of what your earnings is gonna be is very quick hits of between $5 and $15 over and over and over again. So then it just becomes how quickly and reliably you can get these done, and it's just gonna start rolling in over time. Again, you have the freedom to do this in your spare time. This is not something that you need to do full time, especially early on. This is not a, you know, long-term commitment you gotta make. These apps are all totally beholden to your time and your schedule. Okay. Turn on my air. Turn on my air. Yeah, excuse me. So no, scavenger hunts and I Spies are not our favorite thing to do. Those are not the same thing as the audits and the secret shops. What you're doing there is you're looking for products inside of stores, but there's no guarantee that that product's going to be there. When you find what you're looking for, all you have to do is just match the UPC, which is the, you know, the barcode number, with what's given, and you just take photos of it, and you get paid to do that, but they're inconsistent because the product may not be there. So you can try the I Spies, you can try the scavenger hunts. Those are on Field Agent. I just would not recommend only going out and doing those. You're going to get frustrated and it's not going to be fun. Yeah, it's not hard, Tammy. Like, again, this is more of like a demonstrational type thing. These are instructional. My goal right here is not to make as much money as fast as I possibly can. I'm showing you guys step by step what we do. If it's just me and I'm not rocking 2 phones, I'm out of there in a fraction of the time. And you are able to do that too. Just work independently, understand what's being asked of you, learn how to format your photos. The apps teach you how to do all of that stuff. And just hone your craft. You'll get better at it. You can do this at as much as you want. A lot of times you're getting comfortable with anywhere from, 5 to 10 to 12 different types of projects at a time. And then you're just repeating it, like I'm doing project 6 here and 12 there and then 3 threes. And you just kind of figure out what is playing in your area, and things change all the time. So those two are technically Secret Shopper, but most of the Secret Shopper on Mobi is focused on the products. If you do need to talk to an associate, that type of secret shop, you're notified well in advance. Like you can clearly see it says you must speak to an employee about X, Y, and Z. And if you don't want to do those, again, you don't have to, but they'll usually just give you like the shopping persona. It's like, I'm trying to think of the personas they give you. Like you're in the market for, you just moved, you're in the market for a new dishwasher or something like that. What brands would you recommend? What else would you recommend? Stuff like that. It's not like a script. You let them talk, you let them hit on the things that they're supposed to hit, you record their answers, and you're done. So they're all different apps. Survey Merchandiser, Field Agent, and Mobi are all merchandising apps. You can use them all together, but they're all different companies. But it's going to be the same concept of what I just showed you guys on Mobi. Walking into stores, filling out these projects with pictures and information about how products are arranged, how sections are arranged. You upload them digitally, and you get paid by the project. That's what they do. Hey, what's up, Mama Myers? Looking for... Oh, that's what I just answered. It's muted for me, but it's posted here. That's wild. Yeah, so again, the scavenger hunts are not fun. So, free cash is on the app, on the profile, I should say. It's on the profile. So we throw a lot of information at you guys every single live. You do not need to, stick the landing on this. Give yourself some room to fail. It's okay. You work for yourself. Nobody's going to fire you. You're going to get better the more that you do this. By the same token, if things come up, you have the freedom to move your schedule around and work for yourself. And, you're not tied to a clock or tied to a desk. We just go out and work when we want to work. So morning lives, we're in East Coast. So morning live is usually between 9 and noon. I try to be more diligent when it's just me. When Joanna's home, it just depends on how well she sleeps. So usually we just give it that 3-hour window, 9 to noon Eastern time in the morning. Then, of course, in the evening, we go live between 8 and 10 Eastern Standard Time. So we try to go live twice a day. It doesn't always happen. It really just depends. But, we're live all the time. So drop a follow if you want more information. Joanna's also on YouTube. She's on Insta. We do different things on different platforms. The only thing that costs money is if you actually want some one-on-one help doing the projects live in real time inside the store. We can help you with those if you're really struggling or you're really nervous or you just want somebody, to piggyback off of, have somebody over your shoulder saying, yes, that looks right. Yeah, I would recommend this, stuff like that. If that's something you want, we don't do one-on-ones. We do have a paid Discord server that you can subscribe to. If you don't have Discord, it's just another free messaging app. It is the only messaging app that we will talk to you guys on. I'll get back to that point in a minute. And it's, again, a paid service. You don't need to do it. You can work all by yourself and do what we did and be all right. You don't need to pay for anything. But the membership is entailed in the Discord server itself. So subscribing to the Discord is not the same thing as subscribing to TikTok. Just know that. So we would much rather see you on Discord because really we don't really make anything on TikTok. So, and we don't have any subscriber benefits on TikTok whatsoever. It's just the option exists. And then subscribing to the Discord, if it does not prompt you to do so on the mobile app, just go on the browser on your desktop and then subscribe from there, and then the mobile app will work just fine. Otherwise, if you don't subscribe, you can't participate. Oh, my phone's hot. How long have I been live? Let me see. Wow, what timing that was. All right, come on now. Oh, you're just fighting me now. The verification puzzle piece just popped up at me, so I had to make sure that I was verified. All right. No, the girl is not with... I like how people look at me thinking I'm in charge. No, she's in charge. She's out of town. She's in Florida for the week. She's blowing off some steam. She'll be home this weekend, so I'm holding down the fort. But yes, she's having fun. and she'll be back, and we'll get back to doing this stuff. So remember, everything that we do, like, come back, ask questions. We're here to help you guys. We are in a position where we can do what we do on TikTok for free, so, or at least nothing out of your pocket. Hey, what's up, Green Eye Blonde? But no, she's not with me today. Yeah, so Lexi, there's no cap on what we make. There's no cap whatsoever. There never is. There never will be. It just depends. It comes down to how much you're working and what available is in your area. So it's going to be case by case. Everybody's going to have different earnings because this is all independent contract work. You know, some places are going to be more populated than others. Things are going to be more clustered together. Some people are going to work full-time. Some are just going to do occasionally when they do grocery shopping. You know, how much travel entailed is going to change things. It really just depends. And then it says her name. Exactly, yeah. Yeah. Yes, so Tammy, we do travel a lot for business as well as vacation, and we do work out of state. So when you know you're going to be out of state, you can actually search other states for work and know that there's going to be stuff there for you. Yeah. Absolutely. We do it all the time. All the time. But my phone is all done. My phone is all done. Well, this phone, not my phone. This phone is all done. It's hot, and it's giving me wavering signal. So I'm going to call it a live. I will be live this evening. Don't know where I'll be or what I'm doing, but I will find something to do, even if it's just me at home. I don't know. But we'll figure it out.